Good morning, everyone. Please, I want you to take this video serious because this video is going to reveal some things to you. This video will make you understand where we are today as a nation. This video will make you to understand who is truly in charge of this country. Now, in Benue State, there have been series of reports of insecurity and attack, reminding you that last 5 days, I was talking about the issue of Governor Hyacinth of that Benue State, the Reverend Father who left the altar for politics and he became a governor. That this Reverend Father has been lying, and people came after me because I said the Reverend Father was lying. He was lying because he told the whole world that the issue of banditry in Benue State is over, people have to return to their ancestral homes. But the House of Assembly members in Benue State are saying no, that is a propaganda. How can a Reverend Father be carrying out a propaganda, maybe in the name of a political party, and your people, the real people, are dying? Now, look at what is going on. This Reverend Father, after noticing that no, that these bandits are not over in Benue State as it may, he now declared a curfew. You know what a curfew means? Like, they can say that from 6 o'clock, everybody should be at home. Nobody should come out. Then maybe the police and the military will be in the streets during this time. The bandits defy the curfew. They defy the curfew. They told the state government, go to hell. You can't control us. You don't have authority to control us. We own this Benue State. Not only defying the curfew that they came out in mass and they troop out without any security men stopping them, they now kill 18 residents in fresh attack. I'm not talking about the people they adopted. I am not talking about the people they wounded. I mean they kill 18 residents on Friday in a fresh attack. So the governor now will wake up to reality that we bloggers, if we carry any news, we carry news based on we are on ground. We have people from Benue State who are telling us how the situations are. The governor cannot be in the government house and begin to tell people who are in the rural areas what is going on there. So I know that with this governor will just wake up to reality and stop lying to people. Stop lying to please Tinubu. Stop praising Tinubu that Benue is okay when people are dying every day. My statistic could be right, because what the people of Benue told me is that in every week, minimum of 100 people are being killed by bandits, by terrorists. I won't even call them bandits again, by terrorists. So this is not good. I think an urgent thing should be done. It shows the way we are, how we are as a nation. The government are not in charge. Tinubu is not in charge. The governors are not in charge. Something serious is really going on. And I think the people have to take back their country. Now, this article was written on July 20th, and it reads, at least 18 residents of Mbacha community in the Mbacha Council ward of Kastinanda local government area, Benue State, were killed on Friday night by armed groups suspected to be bandits. Well, I don't like calling these people bandits. They are terrorists, because bandits don't terrorize. These people are Boko Haram factions. They are terrorists. Now, so according to local sources, the incident occurred around 11 p.m. despite the curfew imposed by the state government from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the Sankera axis, which includes Kastinanda, Ukum, and Nogo. The area has experienced ongoing security challenges. The sources reported that the armed group gathered the villagers pretending to address them before opening fire on some of them. Do you understand that? They gathered villagers as if they want to address them. They opened fire on them. Now, according to Punch, confirming the incidents, Chairman Justice Shakau of Kastinanda local government stated that the bandits had already completed the operation before the military arrived at the village. This is the usual story that we used to hear. After, an insecurity have occurred before the military will arrive, before police will arrive. It's so pathetic. And it makes people think the complicity of all these things, because there are some things I don't want to say on the internet. Now, let me go to the next article. The next paragraph says, according to Shaku, at approximately 11 p.m. yesterday, that is on Friday, we received a distress call from the villagers reporting that a group of terrorists was moving from house to house, coercing individuals to follow them. He added, I quickly mobilized the military officers that were in Tora Donga, and being a remote area, before they could reach there, the people had been killed. This is so unfortunate. Now, Shaku added that some people were wounded during the attack. This is what he said. Yesterday night, I was told it was 17, but today 18 people have been confirmed dead. All of them were assembled in one place and killed. That is a massacre. So this morning, I, the assembly member and advisor on legislative matters, held a meeting, and we communicated the development to the Commissioner of Police, he added, describing the activities of the bandits in the area as a guerrilla type of war. The chairman said, I no longer call them bandits because I'm seeing elements of terrorism in the activities. So to me, I classify them as terrorists, now of which they are. They are terrorists. But I wonder why the military don't have base in these areas. And the local government where all these things are happening. The bandits, the police supposed to have base. They're supposed to live there with the people. And not going to the metropolis when the incident is happening. You just drive down to where it is happening. It's so unfortunate. Now, it says Shara reporters reached out to the police public relations officer SP, Katrina Nene. She requested for text message. However, as at the time of finding this report, she had yet to respond to the inquiry, either to deny or affirm it. This is so pathetic. This is a black weekend in Benue State. The people of Benue have to do something about this. When the government refuses to rise for the people ought to rise for themselves. You don't have to be waiting for the government to give you all you want. This is your life. People are dying every day. The right of self-defense is enshrined in the Constitution. You must defend yourself against all these people. I know some person will be asking, what can they use to defend themselves? Well, if you say they don't have anything to defend themselves, the option is not to keep on dying for nothing. And the governor is there, President Tinubu. The governor is there telling us that the insecurity challenges is over in the state. And no one is talking about these things, and they want us to keep quiet. They don't want us to talk about anything like this, anything that indicts the government. They don't want us to talk about it. They want us to keep quiet, that nothing is happening. And some persons will say we are giving Nigeria a bad name. I don't understand. When people are dying, Nigeria no longer value her citizens because they want to be politically correct. Nigeria no longer value her people because they want to maintain their political image. And while you are trying to maintain your political image to the detriment of your people, that image, you must lose it. And that is why I'm telling the people of Benue State, telling the people of the northern Nigeria, the south, east, and west, this is a fight for the citizens. We must do everything possible to get the kind of place we call our own country. Either together or not together, there are so many things we can do in the ambit of the Constitution that can give us result. On 29 is a protest day. Do not sit and think that everything you are looking for will be achieved by complaining and all. You can't get what you are looking for through complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining and do something. On 29, come out for protest. On 29 to 5th, block the roads. Do not burn places. Don't carry weapons. Block the road. Protest. Protest is your right. Go to your governor's office. Lay siege in the governor's office. Don't fight. Don't do everything. You have what you can do in the ambit of the law that will shake the nation. We can shut down the nation in a civil way that is not against the law. We can do that. It's a civil act. Protest is your constitutional right. Don't let anyone to deceive you. There is fire on the mountain. And the most dangerous thing is that it seems that no one is on the run. But you know what? They will learn in a hard way.
Many of us from the north are famed for cattle keeping. And when you are driving the cattle through different grazing grounds, the cattle believe that you love them so much because you protect them from the elements, because you protect them from other wild animals. But if the cattle were to know that you are the one who would end up eating them, they would treat you very differently. Invariably, they do not know. And therefore, you will continue controlling them the way you do, and you will continue eating them the way you do. But it's a totally different case when you are leading human beings. They are not like cattle. You may lead them in a particular direction. You may think that you have lulled them into a false sense of security. You may think that you have deadened their minds. But always remember that one day, if you don't do that which is good and right for your fellow men, there is a day of reckoning. There is a day of reckoning, and history has demonstrated that it can come in the twinkling of an eye. History has demonstrated that kings have been toppled. History has demonstrated that presidents have been removed. History has demonstrated that great men have been cut down. History has demonstrated that men can rise when they are misled. History has demonstrated that men are indeed capable of rising up. You know, I always read these words of the American Declaration of Independence because I love them. They apply to humanity. Before America became what it is, they had enlightened men. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are born equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable right, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it is for these reasons that governments are instituted amongst men, and that when those governments fail to perform, it is the duty of those people to rise up and to remove such governments.